Welcome back to the Enlightened podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Enlightened?
Yo,
What the
that
hell are
was
you
that was
guys?
Name
the
without
whole
laughing.
that was the whole joke. Last podcast was that um, we were gonna come back enlightened, and so I was just doubling down. Okay. Anyways, welcome back to the salts. Not the, what the hell is the counter Cockwise podcast? Oh my gosh, I can't.
Did you say salt?
I did say salt because I used to
What
watch.
the fuck?
Okay, I used to watch this podcast like all the time. I've seen every episode about 80 times, but there's only like 25 or so. Called the Solitary Confinement Podcast, and it had Call Me Carson, Raccoon Eggs, and the narrator, and they had like Ted Nivison, they had Swagger, Fitz, and a whole bunch of others on there. Anyways, but they used to have solitaire gameplay. Honestly, been thinking about that lately of like how to keep the people entertained who are watching this, and I think solitaire or some other type of gameplay might be the case.
Get the Subway Surfer in there.
Oh, you already know. Subway Surfers, like, we're gonna have Subway Surfers, a Reddit AMA, a whole bunch of stuff just all on the screen.
Like, I was gonna say I could record like a time lapse of some shit if you want to throw that in there. That'll get people hooked.
A time lapse of
Yeah.
what?
No. Fucking anything. Probably video game related. RimWorld base. I don't know, man. Figure it out.
Remember
some-
the Minecraft parkour.
Yeah, like people just like watch any of that shit.
For
I'll
some
get Power Wash Sim. That's what the background footage should be. Should Power Wash.
Okay, I've been playing it, playing Power Wash Sim like off and on a little bit as of late. It's so relaxing. I love it.
Oh, I know. It's so good.
It's a crime of how much fun it is.
Like, okay, so sorry, pardon me. I think the best way to describe it is, when you're playing Minecraft, but it gets to that point where you're just sort of sitting and chatting, so you just stand around jumping on shit. That's what Power Wash is like, but as a video game.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
When the conversation gets to that point where you're Minecraft parkouring around the inside of your house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I never would have thought of putting it into that term, but here we are.
It's a bit abstract, but like it gets the point across.
Absolutely. I also I tried out Watch Dogs Legion. Not a huge fan. I'm gonna be honest. I really liked 1, and I've picked back up 2, and I'm enjoying
1 and 2
it.
are really good.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying 2 so far. I didn't get too far my first time around playing it on PC, just because I got busy with other stuff. But I maybe played about an hour or so of Legion on my Xbox, and I'm just like, what's the point? Like, there's these save the world stakes, but there's no one character that I can like get behind and get attached to, unlike Marcus
You got
or
the side characters.
dude, side characters are not. That's not where their whole thing. Like,
They're like the sauce, with a really good meal.
I mean, it's a
They
pretty
amp it up.
fucking bland sauce.
I mean,
I don't know.
I quite enjoy Watch Dogs 2. I definitely think that it's of its time, though, as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's like a roux if you forgot the liquid ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But like Ubisoft, their whole thing is like making a world. unfortunately, that's all they really can do at this point. Um, I haven't tried out the new Assassin's Creed. I know a bunch of people were talking about that and saying how good it was for some of the characters and the environmental design and all that. But I just I struggle with Ubisoft games in connecting with them on more than just a baseline level, you know, because they're not that they're not that great.
No, I think that's just a problem with most modern AAA games because they have an obligation financially to shareholders, so they don't want to take risks on anything. So everything is just super safe and bland and boring.
Agreed.
So the actual interesting games that come out are going to be your indie games, your AA games with a bit of investment, but not like $100 million. Right? Like that Expedition 33 game that just came out. That was a pretty small team, I think, of like it was like 30 people or so. All ex Ubisoft devs, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can do quite a bit with a minimal funding and talent compared to like what you're saying. The shitty, bland world of Ubisoft.
Yeah. I don't know. Like there's been certain games that Ubisoft has done, certain franchises, locations, and all that where like it just works. You know what I mean? Not to quote
Mm-hmm.
Todd Howard here, but it just works.
It just works.
Um, like contrary to popular belief, I actually think that Far Cry 5 was really good.
Wait, people think Far Cry 5 is a bad game?
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you're supporting. Um, it's more to do with like the storyline and such rather than.
Like the politics of the story rather than the
Yeah,
actual gameplay of it.
yeah, that's exactly it.
That's so lame.
It's
I felt like the writing in that game, especially the story, like I think it's one of the stronger Far Cry stories that are out there. Like Far Cry 3 is pretty unbeatable.
okay. So Far Cry 3 is going band for band with any other Far Cry, and it's winning all day, every day.
Yeah, I think it would be 3 then 5. I really and then
I would say
I never finished 6.
3, 5, and then 4.
Yeah, probably in that order. I never finished 6, but what I got from the little bit that I did play was it was a bit bland, typical Ubi slop.
Yeah, I played like the tutorial of 6, and nah, like it just did not vibe with me. Like I
Yeah.
was playing on cloud play because I can't play it on my Xbox because it's
Oh, you
too.
were doing the streaming thing, right?
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm willing to attribute some funkiness to the fact that I'm cloud playing. That's fine, but the story just does not it does not work very well. Um, and I just think that it's a waste of money and talent personally, and turning
Oh yeah.
into a pseudo RPG, I think was the worst part.
Yeah.
Um, it just it there was no reason to other than to change things up. But even then,
I mean, you got to keep it fresh if they just recycled the same thing. you'd end like I mean, look at Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty just announced its new Black Ops 7. I can't believe we're in a time where
Dude, they
7.
couldn't come up with another title.
I
In all
don't
of this, they couldn't come up with another title.
I don't understand.
It's
It's
impressive,
not
really.
hard to understand. It's just corporate greed.
No, I
And
understand.
pigs will eat.
Okay, so like let me
I think it's
rephrase.
mostly just that Warzone is free more than anything.
Let me rephrase. However, um, I'm 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 not happy with the fact that um, they can't find a way to do anything else with it. You know, like in terms of story, yeah, it's starting to get exhausting, and I understand that, but um, like that's why typically you do a trilogy, and then you put it on the back burner, and then you do something else for a while. You know, like
Yeah.
they've done Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and Black Ops 1 and 2.
There's
I would say those
Yeah.
that was pretty good. Um, and then Black Ops 3, that was weird. Black Ops 4, they had no campaign at all, I think.
Yeah, there was so I liked Black Ops 4, but that's because it was the first one to have dedicated PC support in a long while. I shouldn't say first and forever. Like the first couple of them launched on PC. I should discredit Call of Duty 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But Black Ops 4 was quite fun. I know some people didn't enjoy it, and I know that some of our friends look back on it with disdain, but I think that's mostly because they no lifed the shit out of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that clearly the some of the talent, some of the artistic value of it has run dry, and we're just kind of
Yeah.
like we're beyond a Dark Souls 3 where it's like doing the greatest hits of
Yeah.
of the series. It's not even like a correct homage like what DS3 did. It's simply just watching a childhood hero just slowly wither.
Yeah.
that's
That's how I feel like looking at anything Halo related, though.
Halo hurts my soul because I want it to do so well, you know, just on a baseline of like, you know, that look at how many hours I spent on it growing up, how many friends
No, me too. Yeah.
I've bonded with based off of that game alone. Never mind Call of Duty or anything else. Um, and then to like just to have it flop so bad. And not to say that it's like doing terribly, it's just nobody knows what direction to take it in. And it just
Yeah, and like I'm a big fan of the world of Halo, and the fact that all the new content is just multiplayer related in Halo Infinite is just killing the hell out of me.
mm-hmm.
Because they promised story DLC. They promised that it would be a platform for more story content to come, right? And then
Well, they
that
keep
was when did this game even release? Did it release in like 2022 or
Not
didn't
did
it
he
didn't Infinite come out during the pandemic? Like
2021
yeah,
2012.
2021.
December? Oh yeah, it was the day before my birthday. Yeah. Oops.
I mean, I'm not surprised by the direction they're just going for safety for their platforms. They just want the money. They're not trying
Yeah.
anything new because that's risk. What they're doing is investing.
Yeah. It
That
just
they've
sucks
been
because
doing for
they
a
have
full decade now.
they have the dedicated fan base, but it's just slowly withering and dying because they don't want to do anything new with it.
Because it's risk.
Well,
The
I
risk
don't
they
think
took
it's
right now is Marathon, and now they indefinite hiatused it because one, they're stealing artwork, two, they're using AI, and
Yeah.
three, it's a whole shit show, and they've just turned it into a loot and shoot game.
Yeah,
So
that
there's
marathon,
not even the original Marathon in there.
dude. That marathon release, I was waiting for it. I watched the reveal. I was like, I want to see something. I'm curious what Bungie is cooking with Marathon because I really liked playing through the original.
Fuck,
It was
it was
fun.
good.
It was really
It was an
fun.
amazing game.
It was weird. It made you read and think, and you had to figure it out. It was really good. And then I see an extraction shooter. Just kill me,
I'm more
dude.
pissed off about the AI art and the ripped artwork. It's like that's shit.
Oh, me too.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Like, not only do you have to fuck up, not only are you fucking up Marathon, you're doing it by literally scraping the bottom of a barrel.
Lawsuit.
Yeah.
as if just artistic failures aside, you had to do AI slop as well to it, and stealing artwork.
Failure. They had artistic theft. They were ripping people's artwork.
I saw the examples.
Yeah.
I think it was Young or one of the other guys that I watch was talking about it when that was like first coming out, and the artists themselves that like originally made the artwork on Twitter or something like that was like, "Hey, I found this. I'm secretly in Marathon, but they didn't ask me." So that's kind of
they were
whack.
also getting. They're also getting. I don't know if the suit is still going, but their older story work for Destiny is getting sued as well because they are ripping off writers' work, and they can't even
that
show
was
proof.
Alleged.
No, that's not alleged.
They can't even show proof because they vaulted their stuff, quote unquote, deleted it basically, because they can't recover it.
It's not alleged. They did get taken to court, and they used old YouTube videos as evidence because they, like Max said, it's not in the game anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I heard about that as well.
It's literally because it's the name of the group of aliens that attack you in the beginning of what the original story was for Destiny 2.
There's also
is the same name as something else.
There is that, but there's also plot elements that are very familiar to it as well.
Yeah, that too.
So it could have been, and art writing is always ripping off something you've read in the past anyways.
Yeah.
Because you're always, what's the word? Inspired by other people's work. But it's still, if you don't have it anymore, what the fuck are you doing with it? Like, you don't just delete shit like that. That's just dumb. That's just bad business. Like,
that's why I started hating
the voice lines.
Dude, I hated fucking Destiny for that. They did it in the first game, and I thought it was really dumb. And then in the second game, naively think
promised not to do it.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, we are not going to vault anything. You're going to be able to play everything from release to finish." And then they got to like their third year of content, and there was just so much bloat because they added in all these little locations and random shit to do that they were like, "Oh, we kind of have to vault some stuff."
Yeah.
Like, what's the point in paying all these people to create a campaign, do the intro, have everything, the tutorials, go through such a process to create it, and then just say, fuck it, we don't want it?
I think we're hitting the stage of information loss.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely we are.
It's terrible.
I mean, you guys are all aware of the fact that, like, when you buy something on Steam or on any eShop, you're not owning it. You're just
you
getting
don't actually own it.
Yeah, you just have the license to write it. Yeah. You're just buying a license.
I mean, Steam's better about it because if you keep it downloaded, they won't cut your access.
Yeah.
Well, and
if they pull it from their store, you can't download it again, which makes sense if you rent a tool and they don't have the tool anymore at the shop you rented it from in the first place. You can't get it again. That makes sense.
as far as I'm aware for Steam, like how they do that is they do keep certain games that are technically taken off of Steam. They do keep them for a while, and then after a certain amount, when they can no longer hold them, then they
Mhm.
have then it's done.
Yeah. Well, I
I
know one of the
mean,
platforms I use frequently was for interactive writings, like pieces in the work. Their website went down, and 200 of those stories are completely fucking gone. I can't find them anywhere.
Hmm.
So, which sucks, but they're also free works by people, and it was their prerogative to actually save them to the backup site or a new startup site. So, which kind of sucked. There's a good Warhammer story on there where you played as a psyker.
ooh.
Good, and it's fucking gone.
Wait, what was the name of it? I want to look it up.
Um,
If
I'm
you
looking at my
remember.
iPad, it's probably the history's on there. I was looking for it the other week.
It's a 40K game, though. Anyway, sorry, that's a little bit of a sidetrack.
All good. Anyways, I'm just kind of at the point where I feel like we're starting to live that BlackRock dream of you will own nothing and be happy. You know,
Yeah,
with
I mean that's a good way to
like
put it.
you can't buy fully physical games anymore. If you buy
Yes, you
physical
can.
game, hear me out here. I'm not. I'm being over dramatic and saying you can't. You totally can't. However, it has
Some
become
people also can.
increasingly difficult with each sequential year to buy video games in physical copy, both
I haven't
financially,
bought a physical one in so long, dude.
both financially and logistically. Because financially, they're always more expensive. They don't get marked down as much. So it's, you say you're looking at one game, it might be on Nintendo's eShop or pick your favorite online shop at 30 to 50% off depending on a sale. But in a physical retail location, they can only sell it for so low, right?
Yeah.
Like games they'll have for years, they'll still keep at $25-$30 or something like that, when you can buy the same game on Steam for like $5 depending on a Steam sale.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, there's a lot of games like Fallout New Vegas was really bad for it. Or sorry, not New Vegas, sorry. Fallout 76 and a couple other big games as of late have been notorious for it, where you buy the game and you just get a case and a download key. You're not getting a physical disc anymore. Or if you are getting a disc, it literally only holds a code so that you can download the entire game. You're not owning the game. You're just owning a key for the game.
It is alive. It's alive. It exists still. Thank fuck.
What does?
Holy Ordos.
It works. I'm
There
just
you
gonna
go.
bookmark this real quick.
By the Emperor, it exists.
By the Emperor. Praise the Emperor!
Praise his ingenious throne. May it guide us through the warp. Word of warning: you do play as a female character. You do not get choice in that.
Oh no, a female
Bummer.
character.
Uh,
Oh,
I'm
that's a
sorry
terrible
for
thing.
you that are comfortable with the male gender. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Fuck.
uh-huh.
Oh, that's such a bad thing. Oh, they have to deal with a female character. They don't get to be a male in a male power fantasy. Oh no. Sorry. Are we done with this bit yet?
I think we were done this bit a while ago.
We were done it 45 minutes ago.
Bitch took the dead horse
Sexism is
out
still alive,
into the
apparently.
lake.
I made a horse back out of all the glue I made out of it. All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I wonder if that still exists then, because that's another one that left.
What? The glue horse?
No. If you want to keep beating the horse, go ahead.
At some
was
point, it
just so
stops.
unexpected.
What? The glue horse?
Yeah, the glue horse was unexpected.
Well, I'm glad you got a chuckle out of it, Gaelen. Um.
Yeah.
Oh. Little bit of exciting news. My buddy from LA, who I've known for years, he's available for the podcast next week.
Uh-huh.
So we, as God willing, as long as everything works out for his side and ours, we're gonna be having him on.
Cool.
He's a huge anime nerd, a single guy, and he's just chilling. Him and I have been talking about the LA stuff, and other things, as you do, as boys.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not too affected, but he's like, man, there's a whole section that's just like kind of fucked up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit dystopian hellscape out there.
What I'm pissed about is if we're gonna be dystopian, can we at least get like the cyberpunk like cyborg hands and shit too?
You wish you were that lucky.
Yeah, right? Like, I would much prefer that kind of dystopia where I know I'm gonna die, not the, like, is it gonna be alright? I don't know.
Easy surgeries. That'd be fucking nice.
That would be
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Maybe I could fucking replace my knee with a good one.
Dude, I'm fucking feeling you on that one.
That is
Just
a
chop
move.
off both my legs at that point. Just, I don't give a shit.
I'm turning
take
my
a
legs
spine
into
first.
tank treads at this point, Just fucking.
No,
get
you're
tank
not
treads?
having Command and Conquer. You're not gonna be the fucking man tank from Command and Conquer, please.
Well,
How
I
do
was-
you- how do-
I was
how do you
thinking
fuck
of,
if you've got treads.
Very
They're gonna be
carefully.
easy
And with a
treads.
backup light.
Yeah, right. Like, do you just like forward back with your treads? Like, so it's just like like the whole time?
He has the industrial backup siren as well.
I am forklift certified. They said be the forklift,
Wide
and I took that
load.
an extra step.
He got that wide load.
Become Backo.
Your
You're
oh, what's that game called? Seth Zentek reviewed it.
There's a lot in there.
Thank you.
You need to explain a bit there. Come on, Bucko, hurry up.
I'm thinking of it. I think the acronym was COC. And it was like
Case of Quack? Case of Quid.
Caves of Quid. Yeah, they have
Yes.
a.
Oh, somebody's laundry's done.
It's actually the dishwasher. It throws me off so fucking much. Like, who makes that for the
No,
dishwasher?
they did that for the dishwasher too. I
Yeah.
haven't gotten one with that yet.
In this new place, they have brand new appliances for everything except the washer and dryer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird, but the the washer and dryer from like the 70s, it's actually kind of lit. I just wish they would work better. But like we literally took the foam out of the dishwasher, like the packaging out of the dishwasher. It was that new. No tenants before us, so kind of lit. The fridge is fucking huge. It's quite nice. But yeah, that's the dishwasher. That's not laundry. I wish it was laundry. That would make more sense. Just in my head, that ringtone makes way more sense to laundry than it does for dishwasher.
No, I mean, it's just a noise to tell you that your shit's done.
I mean, true, but like that used to be exclusive for laundry, and then dishwashers usually just have like a light or like maybe they go like beep or meh or something, you know. Welcome back to the Academy of Weird Sounds. Today we are going over dishwasher noises. Top 10 dishwasher noises. Watch Mojo.
It sounds like you're having like a bit of like a schizophrenic episode, you know?
I think you should have a mental breakdown.
I went outside today and I burnt the crap out of my shoulders and my neck. So I'm just.
How did you put on sunscreen, dumbass?
We don't have any
It's
right
Alberta.
now. We don't
It's
have,
Alberta.
we don't have any right now.
You live
It's
in
fucking
town, yes?
Wait, you literally live like 3 minutes from a pharmacy.
What are you talking about? I moved.
What? Oh, yeah.
Still, you're still in town.
They're probably still fucking 3 minutes from a pharmacy. They're on every goddamn corner.
No,
Fucking
no,
7-Eleven
we're
fucking
totally an hour and a
sunscreen.
half. We had sunscreen. I don't know where the hell it went. That's the problem.
Go pick up a
You
$5
stop it.
can of it.
Stop
They last
eating
for
it.
6 months at least.
You can't tell me what to do.
Stop eating sunscreen.
I like the tropical flavors, okay?
Just because it tastes like banana does not mean it's good for you.
Makes me.
I mean, artificial banana kind of different, though. That's all I'm saying.
Artificial banana is totally different.
It's a whole different kind of ball.
Whoever said artificial banana will suffice, they totally lost their job afterwards, but then they just took it and made something else with it, and they're like, you know what, this is okay. Like,
Yeah, those marshmallow bananas that you can get. Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The strawberry ones are better.
Brooke loves those
No,
ones.
no. I'm not talking about those ones because those ones are more like gummy marshmallows. I'm talking about the ones that are like hard.
Yeah, no, they're like
Sort of freeze
Oh,
dried.
the ones you break your teeth on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's
Those
like
are
a
the ones.
gobstopper of
Yeah, no,
fucking
but
candy.
I found them at Bulk Barn. So
course you
I
did.
just have like 3 kilos of them in my pantry because I loaded up.
I mean, I got a fucking 2 bags worth of maple candies from Bulk Barn, so I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up to the bulk barn. They ain't gonna
Wait,
see this
actually-
3 kilos move.
Wait, that's something. Americans don't have Bulk Barn.
Nope, it's
No.
a Canadian business.
They have.
Yeah.
It's like
Do
Tim's.
they have a?
They-
Do they
They
have
have
an American
fucking
equivalent?
load of Bulk Barn. Costco.
No, Costco doesn't sell
the
bulk like that.
Costco doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't spoon
Walmart.
stuff out of
Walmart does some.
I don't know.
Does that
has,
sometimes?
the scoop.
Anyone been in like a fucking Trader Joe's or some shit? And maybe
Oh, they got-
They have
They
I
got-
have no idea.
They have
things like you
Buc-ee's.
do for cereal at a
Buc-ee's has that,
Yeah.
except it's like all candies. Or sorry,
Yeah, join the
Blissies.
cult of Buc-ee's.
Yeah, Blissies.
Because
You don't know what a Buc-ee's
Buc-ee's.
is? Wait, hold on.
No
I'm about to
way.
blow your mind with the Buc-ee's.
Wait, he doesn't know about the Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's is a gas station chain in the Midwest that I'd argue is more like a cult.
It's super big in Texas.
Mainly just because it's a gas station. Keep in mind, this is a gas station. That store, that is the gas. It is just that big, and inside it is probably closer to the size of an actual grocery store.
Yeah, it like imagine a Walmart and then they just slapped on a
mean,
mile-long
it
gas pump area. Like no joke, the biggest one is a
it just
mile
looks
long.
like a Husky gas station.
No, it's way bigger than a Husky gas station.
It is way bigger.
I don't
Because-
know. I've seen some pretty big Husky gas stations. They get.
Hold on.
Is Husky even still? I haven't seen one in fucking forever.
No,
Are they
they're still around.
a viable business.
They're still around.
Are they? I thought
I
they maybe
think-
got bought out.
I think they maybe rebranded a little bit. I mean, I do believe Husky was
Wait.
the one that owned Max and all that as well, or something else.
Here,
Maybe I'm
Maybe
I'm smoking crack here.
Here. I just found a random YouTube video about the one where he's in the biggest one that they have. I
Yeah.
just
I
put it
am
at the
not
timestamp.
watching a YouTube video about a gas station. No, I'm
no,
not
look
watching
at
a
it.
YouTube about a gas station. No, I don't give a shit.
They've got a butcher shop in a gas station.
Yo, they got a butcher shop
So
at the
you
gas
just
station.
find the gas station with the Hutterites right beside it, and you got that already done. The best
You're
pork
not
jerky I ever
understanding.
got was from a gas station Hutterite stand.
You're not understanding. It's a Buc-ee's.
I understand. It's stupid.
You don't understand. He's a beaver.
It's American consumerism.
And he looks at you
You
and he
don't
says,
understand, man. Yeah.
"You
no,
don't get
is
it.
just
He's a
disgusting.
rapper." And he points at his head and he says, "Let's go."
No, that one should have stayed in the drafts.
You should have stayed in the drafts, buddy. How about that? Ooh, got him.
Okay.
Fuck, I wish.
Like, yeah, okay. Contemplating my own suicide. What about it?
What else are you doing on a Tuesday night?
Dying.
I mean, yeah, it's Tuesday.
Apparently, being here. What a
We
fucking
are
mistake
here.
that was.
We are out here.
What, you don't want to learn about Buc-ee's? Come on, what the hell?
No.
Should we
Looks dumb.
should we
Like I
talk
said,
about
it's
the war
fucking
between
consumerism.
Israel and Iran?
You want to talk
What?
politics?
Do we want to talk about global politics, which we are totally unqualified
no.
for?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then take the damn Buc-ee's.
Fuck that.
Let's stay in our fucking lane, okay?
How about let's talk about blood doping.
Okay. Are we a fucking sports
Okay,
channel
Lance
now?
Armstrong.
How many bracelets you got on right now, huh?
How many
Have
testes
you
you
been
got?
injecting blood into your own
Sorry.
body?
Have I been injecting blood into my own?
Yes, blood doping. You can self-inject your own blood.
Yeah. Specifically,
And
what
that's
you want to do.
Basically, what blood doping is.
Yeah.
So what? You take some blood out before you smoke
Put it
a
in a
bunch of
fridge.
drugs, and then you put it
No,
in.
no, no, no,
after
no, no.
you-
No,
Like what?
No, you take out your blood and you just put it
Yeah.
back in again after you've recovered your blood. So you have more blood in your system.
More blood per blood.
More- What's the point
Basically,
of that?
you give yourself high blood pressure.
Like, what's the fucking point of that? To give yourself a stroke? Like, I'm fucking
Over oxidization of the body.
So,
So you have more oxygen going to your organs and your brain.
I
Your
know
muscles.
a lot of
Yes,
people
that's-
who are like super health conscious or like athletes, they'll do it. You know, athletes want the edge, which it's illegal, but they'll still do it anyways because, you know, gotta get that bag. But like they'll train at like high altitudes and then get their blood taken, because it hits different. Or they'll train at low altitudes because there's enough oxygen in their body, and then when they need to train at higher altitudes, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, it's all about the oxygen in the body via your blood, and it's just giving that edge. If you're working out or doing strenuous activity or something like that, I do believe it's not a big deal. But if you're just like some random Joe Schmo and you decide to do it, yeah, you just give yourself high blood pressure until your body stabilizes out, or until you bleed out enough. I'd imagine females might be okay if they blood dope compared to guys, because
if they bled. Okay, so no, I understand what you're saying, but I initially heard blood dope, and I'm just like, why are they bleeding drugs? What the fuck does that mean?
I'm bleeding
doping
drugs.
is a term for making yourself better
Yeah,
through
yeah.
alternative methods.
I know.
I'm bleeding drugs, Morty. I'm bleeding drugs.
Pickle Rick.
Funniest shit I've ever
I
seen.
will just fucking leave.
Why?
Pickle Pick.
If you two are gonna be brainlets about this, I'm not dealing with fucking Rick and Morty bullshit.
To be fair, you need
I
a
went
high
to-
IQ to understand Rick and Morty.
Kill yourself.
I will
That is a
promptly
viable
after I
option
upload and
every
monetize
day.
this.
So you guys want to hear about some? What do you guys do this weekend?
Father's Day happened.
Yeah.
I was out there being a father, you know. Nothing really changed.
Congrats.
Thanks, dude. I
Must be
can,
nice being a father. Having
dude.
a loving
You
family.
you get extra praise for not pulling out. It's kind of lit. Sorry, that should have stayed in the drafts, and it totally blew past.
Yeah. Mac, Mac, did you do anything this weekend?
No, I would have gone to a convention if I didn't have two the week prior.
You were gonna come out to the GameCon?
Yes, but I had a business one in the middle of the week, and I had a virtual one on the past weekend.
That is a-
I
So
went
it's
to
like,
Game.
no.
I did go to GameCon, however.
That was it.
It was fucking great. I spent way too much money on prints.
That makes sense.
And I got a. There was a lot of crochet stuff actually this year. Like so we only went on Saturday, because Saturday was the day with the cosplay competition.
Oh, okay.
And there was someone like they divide them into categories, and it's like your novices, your journeyman, and then your masters, right?
Okay.
In the master tier, it's like people who've won at least like 3 major awards nationally, and this woman was in full crochet, like head to toe,
She
just
must have been
full cosplay
sweltering.
crochet. Yeah, it looked like it was the hottest thing imaginable.
It's so in
But
vogue.
like, yeah, it was a really good good event. It was. I can't wait for it to come back. I just hope that they don't pull the ye olden classic and go, we're only going to Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal. See you later, bitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I can see it happening.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of shows get missed out in our area specifically because they're like, oh, just capitals, easy, or just East Coast, easy,
Yeah, right.
or just Vancouver, because
God forbid you go to the West Coast and have a show, unless you're in Vancouver.
yeah, God
Yeah, right.
forbid.
Like they'll go to the West Coast, and by West Coast they mean just Vancouver, maybe.
I mean,
Maybe
you can see
Vancouver
better shows
Island.
if you just go down to Dickens Pub and get a ticket.
Oh, I love going down for like the little like 200-person venues and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Those
it's
ones are rare.
fucking great.
It's much better, and we have really good underground music here.
Oh yeah.
But sorry, just going back a little bit, Mac, you were talking about a virtual con, right? That you went on.
Yes.
How
It's
does?
on VR chat.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask, like, how does that work? Like, was it a physical con and you just had a robot that you drove around or something like that, or if it was like all
No,
online?
I showed up to some of the events and some of the panels in VR chat.
I didn't think
That's
they
cool.
held conventions on VR chat. It's kind of neat.
Dude, they hold concerts in Fortnite. What can't they do on the internet?
Yeah, VR chat's actually a pretty good platform for it.
World Peace.
honestly.
I don't know.
Yeah, not a chance.
Yeah, not a chance.
Kill all the underworld stands or
Dude, I'm. Oh,
Undertale stands. Fuck, I can't speak. Holy shit.
Mac, you need to beat him.
Ooh. Don't tempt me with a
We
good
need to
time.
I don't beat idiots, as it's unkind to hit the stupid.
Yeah, but look at him. He needs it.
Yes, that's his parents' problem, not mine. Or his wife.
She doesn't care.
Should I message Brooke and just say hit him with a shoe?
Hit him with a chaka.
Yo, I get a Latina wife now? Sweet. It better be the fucking flip flop. There's no alternative, man. Frisbee
Brooke,
ain't
hit
got
him with a
nothing.
flip flop.
I mean, I think I got a fucking hard rubber soled leather sandal somewhere at my parents' place that I can let her have because
It's
it won't fit me anymore.
Either it's a flip flop or a clog. There's no in between. Those are
Oh,
your
I could
two
get her a
choices.
clog.
Yeah.
I have 3 pairs of clogs that won't fit anymore.
Yeah, give her some clogs.
Yeah. Our sink
Oh
works
my
fine.
god, Mac. We should get Samuel some clogs. They'd love that.
He would bust a hole in the wall. Please don't.
And also make you lose your sleep.
He already has plenty of things to make us lose sleep over. I found him.
I should give you guys some free tickets to tap dancing lessons. He would love that.
Oh yeah. Get him tip tapping away.
Yeah.
Nah.
Get him some clarinet lessons. There you go.
Sorry, just for a
Hey,
quick
pipe
interruption.
lessons.
Just for a quick interruption in world news, the Florida Panthers just won the Stanley Cup.
Okay,
What the
so
fuck,
we're
I
gonna
don't
see
care.
Alex and Dorian here in like approximately 5 minutes.
Maybe.
Oh, they have to drive home probably.
Okay. Side thing, unrelated to me being beaten or clogs. Why does everybody insist on having applications through their website? Why can we not agree on just having like a couple main hubs that you upload it to and that be it?
You want to put money into those? You want to own those and make no fucking profit except for ad revenue, where the companies are going to hate that because it's blocking access to their stuff?
I know. I just hate the fact that I have to make 30 accounts for various websites that I'm going to touch once and then have my application rejected and never touch again. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Well, so I'm being over
Wait, so
dramatic.
there's no way to submit those as guest?
No, I mean half the time they'll be like, "Oh, do you want to apply as a guest?" And those are great, but then nothing fucking works. So you have to make an account anyways. And then other times they make you set up an account. Or whatever. I don't know. There's so much bullshit in regards to applying for jobs online because nobody is willing to take a resume in person anymore, apparently. It's a pain in the ass because I like making a good first impression. You get to see my face, get to see if I'm qualified for whatever. If I can make a good first impression and make you think back to me at a later time of like, hey, we got a nice position. Hey, we should call up that guy. Like, all of that's completely gone. And so, like, I can apply to, I would say, 75% of jobs on, like, Indeed alone. Okay? And then outside of that, you get maybe the occasional LinkedIn or whatever. And then after that, it's all company websites. And so usually they'll post an advertisement on like Indeed or any other job post board, basically. And then you got to go to their website, set up an account, and a lot of them use the same tools. So your browser gets confused and is like, oh, hey, we've worked with this URL before and you have a saved login. Do you want to try that one? And you try that one and it does not work. It's not compatible across systems. So you got to make a new account for this one. It's just a pain. It's a pain. And then you got to fill out a fucking thesis level of questions, and you can upload your resume to get started, and then it'll completely shit the bed on how to read any of that information. Or it'll just like copy one line, and that'll be the clearly your title at that place is now the description, and the title is empty, and there's just a lot of issues with it. I'd be fine if they had me like highlight how to read my resume for the AI bots that they're using or something like that, or just let me submit my resume just as is, and then answer a couple of questions, and then that's it. But no, they have to make it overly complicated. Sorry, I'm tired of doing all these applications. They're a pain in the rear end.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the state of applying for jobs nowadays, though.
It sucks.
It's the shittiest thing known to mankind.
Mm-hmm.
I am very glad that I don't have to go through that. Just sucks, though. Because, like, you're going through it, and Kels is going through it, too. I mean, dude, I've seen her put out, like, I think it's close to, like, about 100 resumes in the last little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then, like, a lot of the systems are just so obtuse to work with that it makes me not want to deal with them.
Sorry, pardon me. Dude, I'm fucking tired.
We out here being tired and shit.
Yeah. That's just how it is. I'm kind of out of steam. I didn't have really any ideas coming into this one.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I had stuff, but it's gone. Mac, you got anything?
Not really.
Sweet. Good chat.
What do you want from me? You guys
I got
interested in writing stuff, so. This isn't a writing podcast, so I got no comment on that.
What are you talking about? You can talk about that shit. If you want to talk about writing and all that, that's fine. It's just the same way of like us going on. Oh, sorry, I just remembered something else. But, Gaelen and I only have limited experience, so there's going to be some gaps. But we don't mind if you talk about something due to writing or something that you're passionate about. That's literally what we do.
You want to hear about sentence structuring?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
You don't understand the depths of the mental illness.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
I'm a fucking writer. I understand mental illness really well.
Yeah.
There are days I can't be in the kitchen because it's dangerous. Does that help?
Yeah.
If you were too spirited, that'd be sexist to yourself. Sorry, that should have stayed in the draft.
I'm very confused.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that one, man.
In other news, I now want a jumping spider as a pet.
What?
So you actually got a spider?
No, I want to get a spider.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
No.
I thought you said you did.
No, I said I want to get a jumping spider as a pet. They're just tiny little guys. And I had a live one hang out with me the other day, and he was really chill. We just kind of sat there for like a good 15 minutes or so. And he was on my arm.
He was just a little guy?
Yeah, he was just a little guy. And he was on my arm. I asked him to get off of my arm, and he did politely. And then he just sat on my glass table next to me while I was sitting outside. And I complimented his colors, and he appreciated that. And then he stared at me like I was a scary monster, but also like I'm not too bad. And then I went inside, and he chilled out outside for a while. And then I saw two on Sunday with Samuel. There was two on the wall. So Samuel pointed them out and was like, "Spider." And I was like, "Yes, exactly. How many are there?" And all all that fun jazz. But
You should put, some spiders in your kid's mouth. See how he reacts.
he freaks out at ants, so he wears Crocs but doesn't understand that the holes that allows dirt and other things to get in and out of his Crocs also let in ants if he stands still. And so he got an ant in his shoe, standing right by an anthill in my parents' backyard, and then screamed like his life was in danger, ran across the grass crying, asking for me to help because there was an ant crawling on him and he was uncomfortable. Typical toddler shit.
I wish I could go
very
back to
nice asking at your kid for something he fears. Seems very mean.
keep
No,
bullying your child.
I mean, I
Yeah.
bully him a little bit,
If you're not
just
careful,
for character.
not like one of us.
No.
I mean, one day we'll convert your kid.
Dude, he's a mini me. I'm not even joking. He's
Yeah?
the
Slurs
natural.
and all?
Oh yeah. He pointed out his favorite letters on the keyboard the other day, and it was N G I N A, because he can't pronounce hard R's yet. No, kidding.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I
Do I
know.
have to sign an application to leave the podcast permanently, or can I just leave the server?
I'd rather you not, but I can't stop you. Anyways,
It's just
I don't know
that
if
was
I want
just
my name tied to this stuff.
yeah, that was terrible.
you're terrible.
Yes, I am a
Nice.
terrible human being. At least I
Listen,
don't hate other races.
He pulled the race card. Maybe it's time to wrap it up before we do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about sentence structure, or are you done?
No,
I'm
not
good.
after the racism.
Not after the racism.
You're just mad.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm deranged. My cerebrum looks like a fucking cabbage.
Me too. Twinsies. Okay. Anyways, I guess we'll wrap this up then.
It was a short one.
It was a short one. Everybody's gassed out. Everybody's tired. Mac walked in a field.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Yes, because a cripple walking in a field is not exhausting.
I'm sorry, you were crip walking?
Cripple walking in a field is not exhausting.
What is cripple walking? I'm unfamiliar with the term. I'm being serious here.
Michael, I use a fucking cane.
I'm like, do you not see?
I am a cripple
person-
walking in a field.
I didn't know
Do
you
not
were
see-
walking
I'm
with a cane.
limping.
I didn't know you were walking with a cane now.
I've been doing it for a year and a bit.
I haven't seen you walk with a cane before. I'm being legit. I haven't seen.
I don't think I've actually seen you for a year.
Well,
I stopped in for Christmas. That was it.
yeah. I've seen you in short
Maybe that makes
intervals.
sense.
I've seen you in short intervals where you did not need the cane. So I just haven't seen it.
I thought it came out. Oh. But does that answer your confusion though?
Yes, that makes a lot more sense. because I thought you said crip walking. And I was like, okay, I know I took it to a race position earlier, but like doubling down after giving me crap, that's something.
I don't know what crip walking is, so
Um,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
okay.
the
I
best
won't.
the best emote in
No,
Fortnite.
I don't need to worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I won't.
okay. So yeah, no, that would be exhausting.
Yeah. Let's wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Get our cock back in our pants here.
No, it's staying out.
All right.
Rock out with a cock out. Anyways, thanks for joining the Counter Cockwise podcast, where we talk about race and Bucky's. Tune in next week, where we probably say something that we probably shouldn't, and maybe Mac will join us again for next week. That'd be nice. He was gone for a bit. Now he's back. Maybe.
Oh, I have other people to hang out with.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe we can convince you to come back.
Maybe.
All right. Anyways, that's all for now.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.